Hello and welcome to another Raggy's beer review. So today we've got a beer. Got this from Smiling Grape. It's one of their breakout brews. It's a new thing highlighting the best breweries in the UK. The prices are pretty much what you'd, just a bit less than what you'd find everywhere else. Check out the website, Low Cost Beer, aka Smiling Grape. Anyway, this is Low Key, collab with Vault City, and it's the saviour of the broken. Now, I don't want 1 minute. The saviour of the broken, the beaten, and the damned. The Jaffa Cakes and Coffee Imperial Stout, 11%. This full bloody hell, the writing's dinkum. This full-bodied Imperial Stout takes inspiration from the iconic chocolate orange taste of Jaffa Cakes, infused with a sweet vanilla latte. Our collaboration with Vault City is packed to the brim with tart orange flavours, amongst vanilla, coffee and rich dark chocolate, from a generous addition of cocoa nibs with a luscious creamy mouthfeel. This goes down as quickly as a full moon, half moon, total eclipse. www.lowkeybarrelproject.com. Brewed and canned at Vault City, it says. So yeah, Vault City, and the reason for a Neon Raptor glass. I ain't actually got a Vault City glass. There were some knocking about at the Craft Beer Nottingham Craft Beer Festival 2 years ago. Rowie got one, and he would. And yeah, so yeah, Vault City will be appearing at Derby BeerCon, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm going on the Saturday, 2 till 9. I just hope I make it home and no accidents, no smash phones, no accidents, no bruises, but a good time. Hopes and aspirations of a beer drinker, you know. To be fair, even falling over, I still had a great 2 days down there, and then I had a really bad 3 days afterwards on the settee, no work. I had to book holiday, which has ruined my holidays for this year because I lost 3 days. And it's better than not being paid. So, a Jaffa Cake coffee impy stout. That is what it says. Once I've already forgot. Memory's like an absolute blooming sieve. Jaffa Cakes and coffee. Yeah, you can smell the coffee on the aroma. So Low Key, gotta be honest, don't know a lot about Low Key. But I'll be tagging them in. So it's a lovely black pour, slightly off tan head there, and you know, very thin head on this. Yeah, coffee at the forefront of the aroma. A little bit of the orange floating in behind, mind you. Right. Oh, let me have a quick itch. Got a right blooming itch. Prickly heat and hay fever. Terrible. I've been waiting for days to review this, ever since I got it in my beer hall. So, there's a nice thickness to it. Not too thick, certainly not thin. Coffee kind of tantalises you first, and then there's like a creaminess and an orange floating in with a slight vanilla behind it. Don't know what I'm doing with my bloody hands. Kind of think of alcoholic Jaffa Cakes. Oh, don't tell the wife it's 11%. I don't get moaned at. starts off quite inviting and quite low on the, you know, on the taste expression, on the taste experience, and then as you drink it, it becomes more powerful in the way it flows in. So basically, it says, open your mouth, get some of that. Oh, that's nice. Whoa! You smell what I'm cooking. What the rag is cooking. Not the rock, the rag. What's going on now? Although we're about the same age, I think. Yeah. He looks better than me though. Bless him. I wish I had his money. Oh, the blending of this has been done to absolute spot on perfection. You know, sometimes you get beers, big beers, and there's too much coffee. There's too much of a different flavour, and it's all about balance, isn't it? You know, with the force. You know, too much of the Sith, too much of the Jedi. Yeah, you need that. You need that whoosh, down the middle. Bit like myself. Yeah, not quite totally light, not quite totally dark. Straight down centre. Yeah, little bit of dark when you need to be, a little bit of light when you need to be. But you know, jobs are good and. Oh, enjoy this as it flows down. So, yeah, looking forward to Vault City coming to Derby BeerCon this year. It's their 5th birthday. I'm hoping to get some of their 5th birthday beers. God, I hope they bring them. Especially this bloody blue one that everyone's been saying that they get blue tongue and then blue piss the next morning. That's absolutely hilarious. I mean, blue piss. I'll take a YouTube video of it, but you've got to be careful with the YouTube videos that you don't show too much. You know, a bit of blue in the water. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be funny, wouldn't it? One of these days I'll get over to Edinburgh, you know, as a beery person, travelling around the country, getting to breweries whenever I can, you know. Not a rich person, so, you know, it takes some saving up to do whatever we do. It takes saving up, you know, like most people in life. You know, you can't just do whatever you want to do. You have to put money aside and save your pennies, balance the bills and all that, and then go away. I mean, we're not all rich enough we can do what we like. Bloody wish was. Yeah. I was watching $1 Million camper van things last night, and I'm absolutely in awe of anybody who's got the life that they can go in their van for a few months at a time. Maybe still have a house. Some haven't even got houses. They just live out of a camper van. And I think if you've got an air fryer, you'd want an air fryer. You'd want, because an air fryer is basically a cooker. You get the right one, a Ninja, does everything. Plug-in jobber. Lots of, you know, the space you took up was literally zilch. You can cook 99% of stuff in an air fryer. Got to cook a roast chicken dinner, but you go to a bloody pub for that. Get yourself a carver, a lot cheaper. But yeah, I'd love to. Hey, you know, these people who are winning millions on the lottery and then balls it up by being greedy, spending it, going to casinos. Oh, I've got millions. You can soon lose money. But by spending it prudent, by buying something like that, not even a top of the range bloody thing, mobile home, but something that's big enough for what you need. Imagine going, I'd do a brewery tour of the UK, one brewery to another, especially if they've got a tap room, and say, look, can I park in your car park tonight, mate? Let's get some beers on. Let's get some Raggy's YouTube channel on. Wow. Oh, That would be the amazing thing. Over to Vault City in Edinburgh. Go into the tap room. Go through the menu. I'm going through the menu. Yeah. If I'm going to a tap room and I'm not driving home afterwards, I'm going through the menu. I don't care how big your bloody menu is. I'm going through it. Lots of reviews. And halfway through, when I've got the courage, because courage, I've got loads of courage while I'm talking to you here. There's nobody around me. I'm in my beer room, my haven. So I am king of this castle. And much different personality than the personality you see when I'm in the pub. It's a lot quieter. But that's, you know, I suppose in some ways it's like being an actor in some ways, aren't you? You know, you are different, slightly different than your normal personality. But when I've had a beer, well, the slightly different personality comes out who does not give a flying monkeys, but is still a decent personality, you know, a nice person who likes to do beer reviews and has got this thing about promoting the world of beer, even though I'm a gardener. It's crazy, isn't it? There are some on YouTube who obviously earn enough to live off YouTube, which is lovely for them, you know, fair play. I can't fault them. If you're lucky enough to go viral and do your hobby that you love, as long as you do love your hobby, then that is the most amazing thing. The most amazing thing is to do a hobby and be paid for your hobby without breaking your bloody neck doing it. And that is where luck comes into the equation. As for me, I still have to go to work and do overtime at people's gardens, and sometimes get gifted beers as well, because, you know, just to help out, because we're paying so much out, mostly on bloody cars that keep breaking down. Don't get me started. But anyway, we'll carry on with the beer review. And as with all beer reviews, you're sat in a pub, you're not drinking in a full can of that in 4 minutes. No, you're not, because we've got to be sensible. Joking aside, you know, and yes, I could drink a can of this in less than 1 minute if I really wanted to, you know, no bones about it. 11% I could neck in less than a minute. But we're not going down that road, because no. But yeah, but by sipping, by enjoying what somebody's made, is the grand thing, you know. Enjoy a fantastic beer. I mean, a lot of beers like this ABV at the moment, because of duty, it's going to cost more anyway. So by enjoying what Low Key and Vault City have collabed on to create a bloody masterpiece, but certainly getting it. So I've let the air get to it now, on purpose, to let it breathe, to let's see how it develops. And again, coffee at the forefront. Yeah, coffee is the dominant factor on nose. The orange element, the Jaffa cake orangey element, is slipping in behind. There's a nice little bit of spice on the palate as well, to be fair. Although, you know, I ain't no paid beer reviewer. You know, I have not gone to college and done all these courses. I'm just somebody who's seen somebody else do it before. I can talk shite about beers. So, you know, let's get that out there. You know, people say to me, oh, you didn't get this and that. Well, fucking hell. Huh? I'm like you, mate. I get what I get. And it's nice to put that out into the equation at times. You know. And then sometimes you don't have your beer tasting head on. You go to a pub, get a beer, woof. Right, next beer. And what that beer tastes like? I've got a clue, mate. Just fucking drank it. And yeah, and you know, you may or may not get taste, you may or may not, but aromas and whatnot. But it is what it is, you know. As long as you enjoy what you're drinking and you're happy, relatively happy, I mean, with what you paid for it. And obviously, it's not the fault of the breweries in question of the prices these days, not by a long shot. Greedy governments and governments trying to force people not to drink more than they should do. There's better ways of forcing people not to drink more than doing what they're doing. There's a lot of better ways. If I'm told to drink less, then as a rebellious person, I'm like, who are you telling me what to do? So basically, an orange, vanilla and coffee mix of flavours to obtain the Jaffa cake. I mean, I like Jaffa cakes, to be fair. And in the back end, I don't know, how the bloody hell did they do some of these flavours? Because, you know, you've got to have a sense of pride that breweries are coming out with these bonkers flavours. And as we know, Vault City are like the kings of sour beers and fruity beers. Not always sour, they're classed as sour, but they're more tarty than sour, but they're certainly fruity and thick. And a strawberry flavoured beer, a peach flavoured beer. You know, if you're a fan of fruit beers, and which I am, and always have been, you know, fruit beers for me were king before golden ales and everything else came along. So for these people to be so good at what they do, and you know, they're very special. For some reason I keep getting somebody on my Instagram called Vault City Wendy. Now, is she the head brewer over at Vault City? I have no idea. Or is she a lady who's the admin? I don't know. But for some reason, every time I tag in Vault City, there's a Vault City Wendy. And hello. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to Derby Beer Con. It'll be different to Nottingham Craft Beer Festival. Lots of breweries that never been to Nottingham, so Tartarus as well. I'm going on my own, so it's quite scary, you know, from somebody with an anxiety, mental health background. Although in the world of beer, I'm all good. It's the travelling to Derby and then from Derby to the Craft Beer Festival that's the scary part. When I'm in the Craft Beer Festival, I'm amongst family, you know, we're UK-wide family of craft beer drinkers, and I dare say I'll bump into a hell of a lot of people that I know in some shape or form. Hopefully no one I've upset over the years. You know, the only thing we do in beer reviews is, you know, there may be a beer that you did not like, or that you had, you know, it didn't taste good on the day. And even locally, there are certain breweries that seem to have took a backstage to me, and I can see it because you know, I'm on social media more than most people. But it is what it is, I suppose. And you know, if you're reviewing, there's a slight chance you're gonna upset somebody unintentionally along the way. So, enjoying this. 19 minutes for a beer review. I did say I don't do short beer reviews, never did. Most beer reviews were 20 odd minutes long in the days anyway, and a lot of that I wasn't talking about beer. I was talking about life and whatever. Although on the thing of life today, I've had a good day at work. planting plants, flowers, weeding, moving flowers, watering, sowing seeds, and a fantastic day for creative planting. You know, making the bees a happy world for a world for bees where they can do their thing in total harmony with the nature. Oh, it's got to be worth it, hasn't it? I've got to say, that floats the raggy boat. Like I said, I got it from Low Cost Beer and Smiling Grape, aka Smiling Grape. So they're breakout brews, and for some reason, it must be Vault City, must be the brewery that's at top of the list this month. There was 5 or 6 from Vault City, and some absolute stonking beers. I've got to be honest. I mean, you will pay a good price for decent beers. It is what it is. Craft beer people know this. You know, I mean, they're only going to be able to price it maybe a little bit less than what the other shops are doing, but then you've also got the whatever else they do, you know. But for me, one of the best beers of Nottingham Craft Beer Festival 2021, my first time meeting Craig, Kent Beer Reviews, and yeah, top class bloke. We got on really well, to be fair. Me, Craig, Jagman, yeah. Yeah, bloody hell, we were steaming. Well, Jagman was. I was half steaming. Then on the second night, I wasn't so bad actually. I had Obi Craig Kenobi with me, and he guided me through the drinking. Tell you what, it's good to have somebody who's a fucking master of drinking beers and keeping relatively sober, enough to know what he's doing, still reviewing beers. I mean, I was reviewing beers. That night I fell over and did this. I was reviewing beers till 11:30 at night. What, they were 11:15, from 11 in the morning. The amount of reviews on that phone, I really need to get the reviews off that phone. And I know it's going to cost me, but you know, there's a part of history on that phone that's not been revealed to the internet world, that's not been revealed back to myself. And there's a story told on that day that I need to relive. I need to see how intoxicated I was. And because after that, there's an event that happened, and 11 hours in the QMC, Queen's Medical Centre. A lot of blood loss, and I need to know where and how it happened, and piece the puzzle together. So it's got to be done, even if it is going to be a painful cost. So this is a coffee and Jaffa cake imperial stout, basically, from Loki, Vault City. Yeah, the orange, vanilla, coffee, bits of chocolate all come through on this. 11%, still smelling that coffee at the forefront there. Drank at room temperature, shed temperature, which is the best for stouts anyway. It's tasting absolutely spot on. Out of 5 for Mr. Raggy's Beer Reviews. Oh, a good 4.55 out of 5. Yeah, certainly got the elements. I wouldn't say it was a true Jaffa cake experience, but it was pretty damn close, if I'm being honest. But it was certainly flipping enjoyable, and that's the main thing. You know, it got me talking, it got me smiling, it got me laughing. A little bit of, you know, more than you'd expect in some ways, and that's it, you know. I'm a lover of beer, love the brewery, the beer world, and you know, this just, you know, solidifies that for me. And that's it for this review. I've got to upload it now, it's going to take ages. Thank you for watching Raggy's Beer Reviews. Cheers all, and Vault City, Derby Beercon, I'll see you there, if you're even still watching. Most people turn off after about 2 minutes, but there you go. Cheers all.